Kenny said that the practice was really good today. What'd you think about it?
Yeah, I thought the guys came out with good energy, man. I thought they good composure. It's third down and red zone day, in a critical time for the start of conference, and we've been pushing them pretty hard. And raising the expectations and the standards of practice each week is always hard, especially getting into the season. Because it's how do you get a little bit more each week, right? How do you get a little more of a squeeze out of guys, and to do that, obviously the motivation to do that's got to be intrinsic for the most part, because the other piece is really a short fuse. So finding little things that you get guys really dialed into the further you get into your season, I think, is part of the art of coaching.
You have more time to prepare for this game versus your last one. Does that help, versus the 5-day sort of turnaround to Texas State?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know. You didn't get a whole bunch of different days. Only the fact that we went on the road on Friday and went and saw recruits and stuff like that. Came back on, most of us flew back on a Saturday, so we were back on a Saturday night with our families, and so you started again on Sunday. But I think having a full week is definitely different than having a Thursday game. There's no question about it. Whether you're in the NFL or in college, a Thursday night game's cramped. But we found a way on the road for the first time with this group offensively to go in and get in a fight and play not nearly up to our standard and find a way to get a win. And I think there's a lot of really good things that we're going to be able to build on that over the course of this week and let alone the season.
Obviously, Scat's been one of the bigger storylines this season, but that entire room in the backfield is as deep as it's ever been the past years for ASU. But moving into conference play, do you sort of expect to see or implement more running by committee to sort of take that load off Scat in some specific situations?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, the thing that we all know, and even when I got here, was the fact that there's a guy at the running back position that we knew we could begin an identity with. I mean, factoring that in was part of the reason probably I'm here, to be honest with you. A good running back core with a line that we felt like we could start building the structure of the offense with. So seeing Scat being able to do what he's been doing has been really good, and seeing the running backs in general. And the run game start to get off to the start it's out is really positive. I think anytime we can have a committee of guys, whether here at any place, and I think we've done that in past places I've been at, whether it's Oklahoma State or Oregon's, multiple guys that can be able to take that load and manage the course of a season when we play the type of ball we play is going to be impactful. And so, yeah, I think at the end of the day, if we get those guys to be able to have the shared carries and continue the positive process with our run play action game, that'd be fantastic and keep those guys fresh throughout a long season.
And in what ways do you sort of see that open up the field for guys like Sam and also that receiver room? How do you think that opens up the offense as a whole?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of that process is the fact that if you're going to allow us to have a too high safety shell or give us a box that's an advantage run for us, I think what we had to do and what we've proven so far, in my opinion, is we can run the ball. And so you're going to have to add a hat to the box. When you do that, the passing game opens up, the single coverage becomes evident, the coverages start to become more identifiable for the passing game, the play action games open up, the seams come open, and then you start to see some of the elements of the offense start to really take shape. And I think the way that the offense is beginning, it's immature, young stages it's in, infant stages. I think some of those things are starting to show up, whether for Sam, whether it be for the running backs, whether it be for the offensive line, whether it be for the pass game, whether it be for JT, whether it be for the tight ends. Those elements are the things you hope as a coach you can say, hey, this is what happens when you run the ball well. Well, here you go. And so we've got to stay on it. We've got a long way to go and getting better. And this is another fantastic week to do it.
I know that you're very familiar with DeRuyter and their scheme. What kind of stands out about their style or what they do?
Yeah, I mean, Tim's done an awesome job. His career faced them quite a few times. We know each other pretty well, obviously, in the course of different conferences and different teams and playing each other. And small world of coaching, as we all know, but always does a fantastic job with his front, with his pressures, good coverage elements, knows how to contain the edges, got a good pressure package. I mean, he's a heck of a coach. Not many of us get in those positions and have that title without knowing what we're doing. So he's got a group that's mature. He's been with them for 3 years. They've heard their voice. We've heard ours for 4 games. So hopefully we can be able to make the adjustments we need to make and put a package together that suits a really good defense on the road in conference.
Coach Levin had his first